I wanted to do a little case study on one of my favorite embedding models, which is Snowflake Arctic Embed 2.0. Super interesting model. The paper came out pretty recently, and the researchers are doing some pretty cool things in training this model. But we had some also good questions. So if you look at the top models on the MTEB leaderboard, you will see that they're pretty big, right? I said 8 billion parameters. We're getting memory usage of 30, but we're also getting pretty high averages. So 68, 62, 62. However, if you look at the Snowflake models on MTEB, you're seeing kind of a different story. So your averages are going down. They're placed 36, 39, 43, 7% less. Why would you ever want to use something that's 7% less accurate on average? And the answer is, if we look at the model size and memory usage, we get a much different story. So 334 million parameters instead of 8 billion parameters is going to be a significant difference in cost. And also, if we look at the outputted embedding dimensions, 1024 versus 4096, again, very different. So it's not only about how accurate a model is, how good it performs, but it's also about how much it costs to host it. Also, it's a really cool model. So this paper was super awesome to read. One of the best things about this is normally embedding models are really good at English or really good at multilingual datasets. However, what they were able to do by specific training procedures with this model was get a really good consistent performance with English and multilingual dataset. So it has really high performance in English, but it also has really high performance in multilingual datasets, which is super interesting and novel and really, really cool. Another thing to look at here is that the CLEF dataset is one of the datasets that doesn't often end up in open source model training. So it's not an open, it's a test dataset, doesn't often end up in models that are trained. And so closed source models like OpenAI's and Google's often do really well in this dataset, and open source models often don't do as well in this dataset. However, with this model, with the way they trained it, they were able to get good performance on this that's sort of on par with closed source models like OpenAI. The third cool thing about this model is it uses a really cool compression technique called Matryoshka embedding, or Matryoshka representation learning, which basically allows you to shorten the embedding even more to save on storage costs. And it actually outperforms closed source models like OpenAI with this compression, which is super cool. So just a few cool things about Snowflake Arctic Embed 2.0 as sort of a model case study, and why you need to watch for this trade-off between cost and accuracy. As much as we would want it to be, building AI applications is not free. It's not even close. And I think the important thing here is to remember that accuracy isn't everything, and to watch for those trade-offs and always benchmark on your own data and do use cases and all this. So